What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Everyone, and welcome into the show. Welcome on in, all you vampires, werewolves, spirits, zombies, each and every one of you. Welcome on into the show. This is Hunt the Week. It is a weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet Sealed League that we all play in non-stop over and over and over again like it was Groundhog's Day. And we are in week 2 of Shadows over Innistrad Remastered, wrapping it up, getting it ready for week 3. And I hope you're enjoying this league. I know I am. I'm a big Shadows fan. I've been talking about it for weeks. I was excited for it. I was ready for it. And here we are in Shadows. Things are starting to get a clear picture of who is great, whose deck is the deck to beat, and who is falling off the top 8. I'm talking about myself, of course. And I hope you're putting together some spice in your deck, opening up some good bonus sheet cards, because we got a lot to talk about this week. We got a great guest. We got to say goodbye to some people who are no longer with us. But before we get there, you need to hear about how mad I got today. I got so angry. So mad today, and I want you to get mad and angry with me, so please join me as we get mad together.
All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it! My life has value. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Yes, that's right. We're mad. We're angry. I appreciate you even when you're angry, and I hope you appreciate me even when I lose my cool, because the madness is setting in. This is week 2, and you're getting your episode a little early this week. I just had a early day at work today, and I don't know. I thought I'd do it today instead of tomorrow. Free up my tomorrow. So, we got a one-day early episode. You're welcome. No problem. That one's special for you. As I record, it's 2:40 on Wednesday, and this is your top 8. Caleb G, Why Not, 9-1. Johnny M. Johnny, 7-2. Paul G, The Dragon, 7-3. Damian S, Butt Crack Magic, 7-3. Maxime R, Tassiger, 7-3. Justin P, Code Pigeon, 7-3. Evan C, Peas of Crab, 6-2. Philip M, Fat Kitty, 6-3. And I hope your Shadow's going well. I think we all kind of know what the format is, what's going on, right? You're re-rolling your packs. You're getting your bombs, and I talk about it with Damien, but there's, oh boy, is there a lot of white out there. A lot of white green, a lot of white black. Everyone wants to play Thraben Inspector, and I can't really blame you for wanting to. It's a great card, it draws a card, it's a body, it does so much. So most people are on white because of that Thraben Inspector. But this week, I actually don't want to talk about Shadows. This week, I want to talk about the March of the Machines. Rules set, which was, tentatively dropped. I don't think it's been confirmed that it's set in stone yet. But this thing is super cool, and I'm really excited about it. So I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about it. So basically, it's a, historic card pool. You start with your mom packs. Everyone's probably going to start with 6 packs of mom, March of the Machines. And then you can pick any pack from historic. And I think the easy answer, the first thing you'd say is, well, I'm just picking mom. Because mom is going to be broken. You get companions in there. You get Ragavan. You get all this bonus sheet with all these fancy cards that are just going to be broken. And you want to open as many of those as you can. Right? So I'm going into the league. I'm thinking it's just going to be mom. And it's going to be kind of a bummer because we finally get to go all historic again. But it's just going to be a mom set. And the league committee, bless their hearts, they fixed it. They figured out a way to fix it, and I love what they did because it's made me excited for mom again. I wasn't very excited, honestly. I was like, it's another one league, it's another bro league. This push set, Wizards just makes every set so pushed and so powerful, and it's just going to be a mom league. It could be cool, we get battles, and there's a lot of cool, fun stuff going on. Companions, again, this bonus sheet's really neat. But the league committee hit their ban hammer on mom, and they said, you know what? You only get 5 packs of mom. That's the way we're going to do it. You get 5. You get to choose mom 5 times when you lose. So you can't take, you get 11 losses. You got to pick 6 other packs. 6 packs of a non-mom set. And this is the interesting thing they're doing. The top 2 most picked set that week are gone and you can no longer pick them. I think this is super interesting because things like Bro, right? Like I think Bro is probably the shoe-in for number one, right? Bro is super strong. It's also got a bonus sheet and just a lot of colorless cards that are going to go into most decks. And then you got Strixhaven. I think people are kind of overvaluating Strixhaven on this. People think Strixhaven is going to be this amazing set. And I'm telling you, as Strixhaven guy, consider me your Strixhaven guy, right? Well, Rookie of the League, Strixhaven, that's me. I've tried to relive Strixhaven every single chance I've had in League. Strixhaven only works if you can go all Strixhaven, or mostly Strixhaven, right? But if Strixhaven's one of the most picked packs in week 1 and it gets knocked out, you only got 2 to 3 packs of it, it's not going to be great. Strixhaven only works if you get all the lesson and all the learn cards and you get this huge wish board in your sideboard, right? And you get all the synergy. It's a synergy-based set, but you really need a lot of those packs for it to pay off. So I think that makes it super interesting, right? Because maybe you want to spike Strixhaven by taking Strixhaven in week 1 and just hope that it doesn't go away in week 1. Because if it does, I think it's going to hurt you. I don't think it's going to be great. But things like Bro, colorless, and a bonus sheet, hard to not want to pick Bro, right? Or 1. How broken was 1? I think if someone goes all 1, they're going to have just a crazy aggressive 1 deck by the end. And I don't think many people are going to be going after 1. And then you got things like Ikoria, War of the Spark. These other powerful sets, Dominaria United, Brothers War. These were some powerful, strong sets. You get Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow. There's a lot of strong sets, so it's kind of like, do you want to miss out on those sets? Do you want to pick a set that works for you? Do you want to see what other people are picking and try and jump on that bandwagon? Because after this week, those packs may not be around. I think it's super interesting. I love that they've kind of fixed I'm just going to go all this, or I'm going to go all whatever the current set is. Because I think that makes it a little less fun. And I think this is more fun, right? I think this is more of the leagues that I like, and it's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. I like the way they did it. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what does everybody think the top 2 most broken packs are, right? I think Brothers War, maybe War of the Spark or Ikoria is kind of what I'm thinking for most broken right off the bat. Again, I think Strixhaven's great. I love Strixhaven, but it's great over time. If you only get 2 packs of it and you maybe get 1 learn, 1 lesson, you're not going to feel super great. The bonus sheet on there is pretty good, but it's not as good as the Brothers War bonus sheet and definitely not as good as the Mom bonus sheet. And then here's the other question, right? Do you save your 5 Mom packs for your last 5 and just try to get all these super powerful sets early before they go away? Or do you stay the course on Mom, stick in set? That usually tends to work out very well for people and kind of just get the strongest deck you can in the first 5 weeks or the first 5 losses, get some more companions, get some more of those bonus sheet cards, and then just pick up whatever's left because your deck's already strong enough so that you don't really care too much about power level because you're kind of ahead of everyone. I don't know. I don't know what the correct answer is. My gut says you want to wait till your last, 5 losses for your 5 Mom packs, but that could definitely be wrong. I could see going Mom early because Mom seems very strong and has all this power in there that maybe you just don't care about the other sets. Become as powerful as you can, as quickly as you can, and try to go from there. I don't know. I think it sounds like a really cool mechanic. I'm excited for it, and that's really all you can hope for, right? I went from being not too excited about this next set because I was like, another Mom set. I really want to play, some of these fun older cards, but they're just not going to hang. And now it's like, I kind of have to play some of the fun older cards. I tip my cap. Give you a little hat tip right there. I think you guys figured out a really nice and elegant solution to what I think can be very boring leagues, right? I think that's really cool. So I can't wait to play Mom. I cannot wait to do it. But we are right now in Shadows over Innistrad Remastered Week 2. And I talked to someone this week, someone that I've talked to a lot, not on pod, but in the league. And I know they love Shadows, this person. They're a big fan of Shadows. This person, they love to laugh. They got a great attitude. So join me this week as we do a little investigating.
Shouldn't be too tough.
Really? I would have thought a case like that took a little effort.
Not too much.
What will your first step be?
The usual one?
I didn't know there was a usual
Oh,
one.
sure there is. It comes complete with diagrams on page 47 of How to Be a Detective in 10 Easy Lessons, Correspondence School textbook.
That's right. This week I investigate with none other than the one, the only, the eggplant emoji himself, Damian S, aka Butt Crack Magic. Damian is just one of my favorites. I can't say enough nice things about Damian. You know, he I don't know, early on in my league experience, Damian's doing great. I see him as this like guy that you gotta beat Damian. He's tough to beat. He's so good. But he's also just so fun. Damian has a good time playing Magic. He likes to laugh. He likes to have a good time. And I don't know. I just feel connected to Damian on a level that I don't think I have with everybody else. Damian is just, he was there when I started, and he's still there. And he's still the same guy. And I love him for it. So go ahead and join as I play that interview with Damian right now. All right, everyone. Join me this week as we investigate with none other than Damian S. Butt Crack Magic. Thanks for coming back on the show, Damian.
Thank you, John, for having me again.
Hey, always a pleasure. You know, you're one of my favorites. You going back to my first league in Strixhaven, we had some big battles, and we've battled a bunch since. And who doesn't love talking to Damian? The eggplant emoji himself, right? On the show. What a get.
The Dean Wars.
Damian, I know you share a love of Shadows that I share with Shadows. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to get you on, because you strike me as someone who really enjoyed this format when it was out and was really looking forward to it coming back. So I want to talk to you about Shadows. How's Shadows League going? How do you like the format? How are you doing? How's the league reroll mechanic? You know, let's get into it.
Well, I must say, I really like Shadows Amstrad Limited. Kind of reminds me, like, it brings me back to another era of like slow Magic, and I really like the gameplay, the archetypes, everything. I had a ton of fun week one. The decks were like all three colors. Everybody was playing slow decks. I could get to like 12 mana every game. I saw emeralds. I saw every archetype, and like it was just really, really awesome. League wise, I must say week two has kind of been a bit of a disappointment. At least from my end, it seems that everybody's on humans, especially white green humans.
Many humans.
Yeah, everybody, and I'm also on humans, so I'm part of the problem. I'm exactly on the white green humans. But like week two, it has all been mirror matches, and I watch a lot of streams and I spend a lot of time, and it seems everybody is on the humans deck. So I don't know, maybe it's like quirk of fate where I just ended up on that, but that's what it looks from my end.
I mean, you went 5-0 that first week on humans. Maybe everyone saw you and said, "Look what Damian's doing. He's on humans. Let's copy him." You know, I'm on humans.
Well, maybe it's wrong because I went 5-0 on three colors. I wasn't that much human. And week two, I went 2-3 and I'm full human. so maybe the problem is there. I don't know.
I have noticed the same thing. It's a lot of white, a lot of green, and a good amount of black. I'm missing out on all these blue and red. Where you blue and red? Limited players at. That's not true. I actually lost this week to a green red werewolf deck. Just like destroyed me with what's the really good flip one, the 4-mana 4/4 Huntmaster of the Fails on turn 4, and I didn't have removal. I lost. You can't win that game. You know, you're not gonna win that game. But you were a big fan of Shadows when they came out the first time, right? This is a welcome back.
Yeah, I love it, and the fact that every week is different. I've kind of like all the weeks, like the bonus cheats. I like the archetypes. I like the gameplay, and like I'm just a big fan of Shadows. Maybe the emerge deck is not as prevalent as I remember it back in the day, but what can you do? I'm missing some of the big emerge targets that I used to play.
You missing some of the spells cards. We talked about this, me and you, when the set came out, like Just the Wind, no Just the Wind, you know.
Yeah, that's a big one.
No Geist Blast. I love Geist Blast. That's not there. You're missing some of these fun little build around madness cards or spells cards, but the format's still great. And I agree, the bonus sheet is man, that adds a nice spice to it. Like even like the commons and uncommons, there's a lot of power there if you open the right one.
It's just fun. Like it's another, you can definitely see it's another generation of Magic. It just plays completely differently than the last few sets we've just all been playing. It just feels, the gameplay feels different. I don't know how to describe it.
There's back and forth, there's decisions. You're playing, I think you're playing good, clean Magic. It's not like that one where it's like dump your hand and toxic them out as fast as you can. This is, you got time to make a mistake, to miss a land drop. You can come back. You can draw that bomb. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do in this format that's just really cool and really neat. Like, I love the spells deck, but I'm playing the sacrifice, black white sacrifice deck. But I'm getting beat by werewolves. Like it's all this different stuff is going on.
Oh man, there's so much stuff, man. I must say I'm a bit sad that this league is gonna end up real soon.
I know.
I'm a bit sad, but it is what it is. There's always more Magic to play.
Yeah, well, I wish it was a 6-week league myself, just because we keep getting all the 6-week leagues on like these big main sets, and these big main sets are just like so strong. The power level is so strong on all the sets that we play for 6 weeks. I think this is like a nice fresh breath, but I really want to just linger here for a minute. I want to play in Innistrad for a little while before we start getting to our Ragavons and companions and all whatever else is happening. I haven't even looked at all the spoilers yet because I know it's just crazy. I know it's just insane.
I haven't looked at all. Like I still don't understand how a battle is supposed to work.
Oh yeah, battles. That's gonna be the whole thing.
So I haven't looked at anything. I'm entering fresh as I can get.
Oh yeah, 3 rare packs, possibly. Battles, flip cards, companions. You got the team ups. You got all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm excited. It's gonna be great, but it's gonna be strong. It's gonna be another very pushed high power set. You're not gonna have your Dauntless Cathars 3-2 for 3, and you're happy to have them.
Yeah.
Like me and you were talking. We played this week, and we're talking. This is just, it's good commons and uncommons. It's what makes these decks and this set really fun. Is playing with all these really strong common and uncommons and building around these archetypes. It's just a really good time.
Rise from the Tides. Best archetype in the format, right?
Oh, see this guy. This is why me and Damian get along. This is it right here, right? Best archetype of any format. That's the deck. That's it. And I'm sad I'm not playing it. I really am. I wish I could have pulled it off in the league, but I just don't think I have the deck for it.
Have you seen anybody on Rise of the Tides in league?
No,
I haven't either.
I haven't seen it. I think I've seen maybe one red blue deck, but I can't even say that I saw a Rise cast all league. I'm sure somebody did. Somebody must have. I hope somebody did.
Yeah.
Let's
hope so.
I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad if nobody cast Rise from the Tides in Innistrad League.
I'm surprised I haven't seen blue-green closed. I thought that deck was really good, but we just haven't seen it.
You got to have the right pieces for it, right? And if you have the right pieces, that deck goes crazy. Damian, I want to know, what is your ideal league? Because you've been in a lot of these leagues. You've been playing in this longer than I have. What kind of league do you want to play in? What is your league? Is it a family league? Is it a chaos league? Is it a pack reroll league? AFR level up kind of league? What kind of league does Damian enjoy playing in?
So this is an idea I've pitched a couple times that has changed a few, but basically I'm a big fan of punishment mechanics more than the rewarding players. So my idea is something completely insane. So you start with 22 packs. We play chaos, 22 packs. Every pack is different. Everybody starts with 22 packs.
Sure.
So the difference here is at every time you win, you get a pack taken out of your pool. So week 1 is kind of like week 6. Week 6.
It's reverse league.
Yeah, right. It's reverse league, since you start up with like super high power, and then like the people who will get to 16, 17, 18 wins will end up with like 4, 5, 6 pack 60 card decks at week 6. So
I guess, because you could probably go under 6 if you if you play really well, right? You're not
Yeah.
guaranteed to be getting it 6. Oh yeah, something gets down to like three packs, just a ton of lands in there.
So it can be really like real garbage. I'm kind of interested in that. Like that's a league like I would like. But basically, like I just think we're too rewarded like all the time. I would like for us to be punished a bit. Like I don't know in which form. This was never a popular idea, so I think I'm one of the few ones.
I think it sounds cool. I would love to do it. It sounds really fun.
So that's kind of my what if I was in charge.
Did you like the planes chase planes? Those kind of felt like they had a little bit of a punishment on them, right? Some of the
I love that. Honestly, plane chase to have everybody love that. Plane chase was a hit.
Yeah, Planes Chase was a huge hit, right? Oh man, yeah. I remember after Planes Chase, we did one league and it felt so boring compared to Planes Chase. Planes Chase was just so exciting. Like every week was like, what's gonna happen next? Oh my god! No, that's so fun. That sounds cool. I like that idea. I think that would be. I can see the logistics being very hard of being like, you have to keep track of 22 packs.
Yeah, there's a lot of deck building. Because you're always changing your deck, so there's definitely like some bad points about that. You're always changing your deck. You always have to like open a new like sealed deck pool. There can be people who fuck up and play with the wrong deck with more cards than you're supposed to. So there's a lot of problems with that idea, but I just think conceptually it'd be really fun and really cool just to. So you start with like ultra powerful, and then the people who do well just get weaker. I think that'd be really fun.
I love it. Someone smart out there, figure out the algorithm to make it work, because I want to do it. That sounds like a fun league. We all start with super crazy strong pools, and then they get worse and worse as we go. Oh, that sounds really neat, Damian. I like it.
Thank you.
Well, now I would like to know, Damian, being the connoisseur that you are of Magic the Gathering, what is your favorite Magic card?
Well, what I can say is that I'm mainly a limited player, so my favorite card it's like a partner. It just changes depending on the season, on my mood, on how I feel, on how my friendships go and everything. I must say at this moment, my favorite card is by far Joel Rael Moon Vuli Recluse. Just because it has such a stupid name. Whoever designed that name needs to design a whole set out of cards of that, because I'd love just to say Joel Rael Moon Vuli Recluse as much time as I want.
I have seen this card all over the Discord the last couple of days. What is up with this meme? I saw Maxime talking about it. I see you talking about it.
So me and Max were like a lot of time we just draft. We're drafting on MTGO, and we just saw this card, and I think we were both just like it was late at night. We were just both being dumb, and we just like kept repeating the card name, and it's just like everything in life. Like you just redo it like a couple of 100 times, and it enters your head, and that's a joke. Pretty good, dude. It works with every draw card. It's a good
card. It's not a bad card at all.
It's a pretty good card.
Yeah, it's you draw a card, you make a 2/2, but it's just got the weirdest name I could. I don't. It's so weird.
Joel Rael Moon Vuli Recluse.
Your favorite Magic card? What is that? A rare?
Right now, it's my favorite.
Right now,
because the thing is, like, I play limited. Like, I play sometimes old Magic. With some of my friends who like grew up like with not alpha but like 6th edition, 7th edition. So sometimes I play constructed with them, like they're bad decks. But I'm mainly a limited player. So like my favorite cards are like, I don't know, man, like Clear Shot from Innistrad. Like that's my favorite card. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a limited player. Like I don't like the big flashy constructed staples. I like the efficient removal and like the efficient uncommon commons. Like that's what I like.
This guy loves his 3-bit inspectors, his Clear Shots. his Orborg repossessions, I'm sure. You know,
Like Cody said, like I want when I play Magic, I want to have 2/2s and hit your face down to 0. And that's true. Like that's what I want to do. I just want to like smack your face with low-powered creatures, and that's what I like.
you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Damian's gonna smack you down with some low-powered creatures. He's gonna do it the way he does. He always does well. Damian's one of those players that fun to watch Damian play. If you're playing Damian, jump in the chat. That's a fun game to talk to. Oh boy.
Well, yeah, man. I love talking with people. That's my favorite part of the league is the social aspect. It's just after this non-existent arena where you don't talk to people and everything, like just jumping in league, talking to people, having fun, laughing around plays is just the best part.
Yeah, it really is. It's that human element, right, that we lose in the arena with the emotes and the GGs or whatever. It's we get it back. We're people. We're people playing Magic, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
And this league is full of people, Damian, and they had questions for you. And I'm going to ask you those questions, and you're going to answer it. How does that sound?
That sounds great, man.
This question comes from Evan C. Evan wants to know, he'd love to hear about a level up moment or moments from you, Damian. Where can you tell us about a large step you've taken in his nearly decade-long Magic journey to become the player you are today?
Well, I definitely know the largest step I ever took was just learning to attack. Because I was such a greedy player. I loved playing like 3-4 color soup decks. And then I hated being behind in life total. If you had a 1-1 and I had a 5-5 and like I was at like you were at 20 and I was at 13, I would not attack. Because I was like, why would I take a damage? I'm already lower in life than you. So like I just hated attacking. I would just stall till I had like a completely free attack. I didn't want to get into any race. I hated aggro players. I just wanted to play this slow, grindy value game. And that was like, I think for at least a year or 2 years, I was basically like just the slow, like 4-color decks, like always. And I hated aggression. I hated it like above anything. But I think that's my biggest level up is that I just learned to do combat math. I just learned that you actually win by killing them, right? Putting them to 0, right?
That's the best way to win.
Yeah, that's the best
way to win. It's the easiest way to win. I don't know if it's the best way. I had a mill deck I played earlier today. That's a pretty fun way to win. That's a pretty fun way to win.
I love mill. I love mill. But mill is that type of slow style, right?
Yes.
Where like you're just trying to control everything, and then like you're like screw your library. So I've always loved mill. I absolutely love mill. But my biggest power up moment was just understanding like the value, like how to race,
how to win, how to race, when to race.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's like when to turn that aggressive step and like when to start racing. And I think that was definitely like one of my pivotal moments. I think this league really helped me to develop that as a player because there's a lot of very excellent players who do that switch very, very well. And I think I've learned a lot from watching streams, like when they turn the pedal on, like when to hold back, when to go in. I think that's by far my biggest level up in Magic.
And that's something that's come up on the podcast a lot recently, is people talking about needing to get more aggressive or not knowing when to be aggressive. And it's a skill. It's a skill to learn, right? Because there's a time and a place to turn those cards sideways, and you got to know when it is. And if you miss your moment, you could lose the game.
Yeah. Sometimes people also end up they're too obsessed with the aggro, like they don't understand that. Maybe trading 2 damage here is not worth it because like you end up in dangerous life totals like 1-2. So I think I don't have that problem because I was such a careful player before. But like you said, everything has to be like there's a time and place for everything. So sometimes you have to attack, sometimes you have to stand back, sometimes it's better to just like have a clear attack, sometimes it's better to enter the race. It just depends, right?
You got to know when to hold them, and you got to
Yeah.
know when to fold them.
Exactly.
As the great song goes. Damian Cody Race MG one Cody would like to know how many people have you killed?
Well, that's a hard question to answer. I think that this started from Raf's question, which wanted to know how many limbs I had. I definitely have one head, two hands, and three legs.
Okay.
But how many people I've killed in the league? I don't know. I haven't killed anybody in person. I'm a pretty nice guy, to be honest. Like pretty harmless. Like I love to party. I love to go out. But I'm definitely like I'm a harmless party goer. I love to have fun. I love to hug people. I love just to cuddle. I'm harmless.
Damian's
I,
gonna come up and hug you. That's the kind of guy Damian is. He's a hugger.
yeah, I'm gonna kill you with love.
Mitchell S. Spaghetti Mitch would like to know: would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Classic question, Damian.
Ooh,
One big duck or a whole bunch of little horses? What do you want?
I think I'll take the big duck.
Yeah,
Then
what's that?
I can run away. I don't think I'll have trouble running from 100 of them. I think one of them I can fool them.
Yeah, and if it's a duck, ducks they move kind of slow, right? They don't
Yeah.
walk very fast.
Yeah.
Does a duck even run? Can a duck run?
Can a duck run? Is a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. Who do you think?
If you take a sharp turn, like it gets confused.
Yeah. You just gotta take a bunch of sharp turns. That duck won't know where you're going. You'll be safe.
I don't think it can drift very well.
No. Just stay away from the water. As long as you don't go in the water, it's kind of like a gator, right?
Yeah.
Don't meet it in the water and you'll be fine. You just gotta run up a hill, zigzag a little bit. That duck's not gonna catch you. The question was, what would you rather fight? Not what could you?
How would you rather fight? I guess if I was fighting.
But you're not a fighter. We just learned that
Not
about
a fighter, dude.
We can't ask you these kinds of questions.
I think I'll still take the horse. I think.
Yeah, the duck-sized horse, the big boy.
Yeah, 100 of them, like 100 wild, like rabid ducks after you. I think I take my chances with a horse.
Damian, Johnny would like to know, what is your most faithless looting-esque moment in life?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I give that a lot of thought, and that's definitely has to be this one moment. So it's going to be a bit of a story. I'm going to have to give you a bit of context. So I was going. This was young Damian. I was 20, maybe 19, maybe 21, so like somewhere in that age. I was real young. I decided like my friends like to go to like psytrance festivals in the forest, and
Cool.
and like we had started going to raves and everything, and like we were basically like, okay, let's go to this huge festival called Eclipse. It's a huge psytrance festival in Canada. Has like 10,000 people, which is big for Canada. Like I think it's the biggest psytrance festival. So we all decided to go there. We all took our cars. I went alone, but all my friends were there already, so I came a bit late. And then like you park your car, and then you take like it's like deep in the forest, so you have to take like a bus to get from the festival, from the parking lot to the inside of the festival.
Sure.
And then like I entered the bus, and like I made a bunch of friends. Like I'm a friend. I mean, a bunch of people. I met a bunch of people who basically we started partying in the bus. And then like when the bus got there, like we were all like, oh, let's all help each other bring our stuff like to the campground. So basically, I trusted blindly like the people, and we got all the stuff except mine. Somehow, like all my stuff, like nobody picked up except my tent that I picked up. So basically, we got to the campground, and like I checked with like we're like 10 people, and I checked through all the stuff, and like none of my stuff was there.
Oh,
So,
no.
like no food, no clothes. Big thing was no contacts. So I was wearing contacts and no glasses. I had nothing. I had my tent, and that was it. And I started a bit panicking, and I went to see the people, and they were like, well, we don't know. Check back every day, and like maybe we'll find it. So like I like thank God I had friends who like supplied me like with a lot of stuff, with food, and like just like basically I survived. Like everything was fine. But the bad thing was, so like it was one of my first festivals. I was just like young, naive. I just trusted a bunch of hippies to like take my stuff, and they just did like none of them did anything. So the big problem was the contacts, because I had I needed I thought that everything was lost, and I was basically like, well, I need to go back, and I need contacts or glasses to drive. So I was like, I'll just basically like wear this one pair of contacts for like 4 days in my eyes. Like I'll sleep with it, and I'll just like I'll tough it up, and then I'll drive back, and that was really dumb.
No, you don't say.
That makes no sense. So basically, like I spent like 2 or 3 days with my contact, like in my eyes, and it just drove me like completely berserk insane. And like it was raining, I didn't have stuff to change. I was just having like the worst festival experience like ever. I was just like fucking angry, pissed. And then so it's like I'm getting to the point of the story. So the story starts there. So I'm just like I'm just destroyed, and like the contacts hurt so much, and I decided to like fuck that shit. Like I just can't take it anymore. I throw the contacts away. I'm like, finally, like my eyes don't kill me. So I'm like, okay, well now let's at least like enjoy the last day. So I just get hammered. I just get like super drunk. I don't give a shit. Like I'll deal with the car whenever. Like this is not my problem right now. I just get wasted like out of my mind. Like, but I'm just like I'm not like in a mental good space. Like just everything's going wrong, and I'm just like totally hammered. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go fucking buy shit. Like because I was soaked, so I was like, I'll go buy clothes. Like, you know, there's like shops, like hippie shops that like they just set up like a tent and they just like sell the stuff. And I entered the worst one. I entered this shop where this like girl, I don't know, man. I don't know who she was or what she was, but like she had like this incense, you know, like I don't know if you've ever seen like it's like, you know, the real hippie people who like they carry like a urn like full of smelling like stuff, and it's like to realign the chakras and to like get the ghosts out of here and to move stuff around. Sure. She had that and was just like stinking, like it was just like stinking in the tent, and like nobody was there. Everybody was kind of like dodging her. And I entered that tent and I kind of like started looking for like stuff to change, stuff to wear. Like I wanted a new shirt, like a hoodie. And instead of like buying like something like that made sense, like a hot hoodie or something, I just like was out of my mind, and I bought, you know, like in the art of faithless looting, I kind of bought something like that. Like it was like kind of a yoga spandex thing that like stuck to my skin. It was like white, black. It had like fucking, I don't know, like geometric openings inside. And it looked more like a dress than a shirt. And like, I wasn't sure of it, but she kept talking to me. She talked me into it. She was like, oh, well,
yeah. You look great. Looks good on you.
You look great on that. Your chakras aligned. You can see your energy coming out of you like with the sun. And I believed her. I thought it was a great idea. So I basically looked like faithless looting coming out of this shop. All my friends started laughing at me when I came back to the camp like dressed like that. Like I just you know when you go to the long party or festival, like sometimes at the end it looks like the festival or the party ran through that person. That's how I looked. Like I looked like the party ran through me. So that was I think that was my faithless looting moment. Like that's how I felt. I felt faithless.
You felt faithless. He looked like the card.
Yeah.
You paid 1 red mana. He's down a card now already just to be there. You lost your stuff. That's what you discarded. Did you ever get your stuff back? Did you ever find
Yeah,
it, or is
basically
it gone?
everything at the well. Like we found the stuff. It just it took a nap in the bus like the whole festival.
I gotcha.
So I found it at the far end of, like at the end of the festival, and the bus came back. The stuff was there. So like it was kind of like, oh well, all my clean stuff's there.
I guess that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
What a great story. Thank you so much for telling it, Damien. That's so funny.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you for making time and coming on the show. I always appreciate it. I always love talking to you and chatting with you. You're one of my favorite people to talk to in the league just because you're so gregarious and you like to have fun. And I like to have fun, Damien. And hey, I appreciate you for being who you are on the league. The league wouldn't be the same without you, man. I do appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Hey.
I love you and appreciate the whole league, the community, man. Like it's really great. Magic wouldn't be the same.
Well, it would.
All of us.
No, if this league went away, my Magic would be so depressing. It would just be me grinding on a computer, not talking to anybody. It'd be like the saddest thing in the world. This is great. This makes me feel more like a person. Like I get to talk to you. I get to see Damien. I can see what Damien looks like. He looks just like Bob Ross. I promise. Exactly. It could be a spitting image.
It's me.
Well, Damien, I want to wish you luck in the rest of Shadows League. You're doing great. You're 7-3 right now as we wrap up week 2 and get ready for week 3. And I'm rooting for you to make the mega draft. I told you that when we played this week. I want to watch you draft. I'm going to watch you mega draft. So you better win, man. You better do it for me.
All right, Master Roshi. I'll follow your advice and I'll get there.
Yeah, you better, because that's what I need. I need something to root for, Damien. Right now, I'm rooting for you. So please don't make a fool out of me in front of all these listeners.
Thanks for everything, man. You're the best.
I love Damien so much. He is Faithless Looting embodied. That's what I'm going to say. He is that guy on the Faithless Looting card. The Strixhaven weird art one, of course. That's the one we're talking about. And he does look exactly like Bob Ross. I'm going to peel behind the curtain a little bit. Couldn't tell him apart. Could have been the same guy. I really thank you so much for coming on the show, Damien. Thank you for what you do with the league. And just keep on keeping on, man. I really hope you make a draft this league. I keep saying that to you. But you're doing great. And I want to see you make one, and I want to see you win one. So I hope this is your league. But this hasn't been the league for everybody. Some people, they're not with us anymore. And it's sad. We have to say goodbye to those that we've lost. And they will come back. The dead will rise again.
What the hell are they?
They're us, that's all. Granddad was a priest in Trinidad. Used to tell us, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Kevin I. Knee. Cody Race. Sylvan T. Aquitos. Curtis K. Oblivion. Eric S. Smite. Troy R. Penguin. Noah B. Cisco. Ivan F. Drivenho. Ron C. Lenore. John R. Ged. Aaron H. Ulamog R. Savior. You know what? No, we're not going to read the last two because they didn't pay their entry fee, so they don't deserve their names to be heard on the podcast. Yeah, everyone else you paid. You pay good money to get your name right on this podcast, right? Those two guys, if you want to read their names, just go and look at them. But no, they didn't pay. In fact, Chris posted a really nice thing, I think, in Partners and Prizes. Yeah. that it took them a long time to post the store credit and payouts and stuff this league because some people hadn't paid yet. And in good faith, as the league likes to do, they kind of were hoping those people would come around and pay their entry fee, and they never did. And Chris goes on to say how it's actually really unfair to get your pool before you enter the tournament, right? Before you pay your entry fee. How actually that's really not a good thing to have. And I just want to thank you, Chris York. Thank you, League Committee, for everything you do on the leagues. You guys really do a wonderful job, and you got me excited for Mom. So hey, I'll be coming back for that one. Like I could ever leave any of you. You guys are so wonderful. This Discord, this Magic server, I really was talking to Damian, and if I didn't have this league, man, my Magic would be so boring. It would just be me grinding games in front of a computer, maybe going to pre-release every now and then, but I feel like I've made so many friends in this server, and it feels so nice to be a part of this community. It really does. Well, that's going to do it for the show this week. Hey, Ryan, I hope this sounded better. I had some weird audio issues, apparently, for the last couple episodes that I didn't know about. And then my arch nemesis, who we've started playing every league now, Ryan, the Slickness, put it to my attention. So I hope this one sounded better, Ryan. I did mess with some stuff, so I think I fixed it. And watch for those games against me and Ryan, because I'm coming back. I think I'm 2-8 now, 2-9. Oh, Ryan's a good guy. Ryan's a good dude. We should all strive to be more like Ryan, and although maybe beat me less and just lose to me more. And then, boy, would we be super happy. I hope you had a great week 2 of Shadows, and you're getting ready for week 3. Make that push for the Mega Draft. This is a weird week 3. Normally, I go into a whole big thing about how week 6 is bad and it don't work and it's got all these problems. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen this league because there's still a lot of games left, right? Again, this is week 3, not week 6. We all have less matches to give, less losses to have. I don't know. I don't really know what this week's going to look like. I would assume just play your games early, often, get them out of the way, because if you get 10 wins, you might be making that Mega Draft. So if you're close, just know everybody makes a streak. I'm 5-5 right now. Had a 2-3 week. Started 2-0. I was 5-2, and I was feeling real good. Then I went 0-3, and now I'm 5-5, and I don't feel great. So I think I'm basically out of this thing. But again, I'm getting ready for Mom at this point. I'm ready for it. You got me excited by releasing the rule set. And again, I think you guys are doing great things with it. I think this is exciting, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see how this goes and how this turns out. Until next week when we wrap up this Shadows thing and get ready for Mom, I hope that you get to keep a good 7. And the shuffler is in your favor. Because if those two things aren't true, it's going to be a tough game of Magic for you, but I am rooting for you for all the best. Until then, bye everybody. All right, man, cool. And then we're just going to have some fun. We're going to talk Shadows. We're going to talk Magic. We're going to talk whatever. We're going to have a good time, man. I mean, I'm excited.
Like always, man. I think your podcasts are a great part of the community. Like whenever it comes on, I know I fire up like a sealed or a draft, and I just listen to your podcast.
Oh, that makes me feel so good.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man. Oh, well, I hope you draft and win games. That's why I don't want to distract you too much with my laughing. Can't be too funny.
You do.